Hi, everybody. So, my name is Kristen Moyer, and if you are in this group, then you have signed up to be part of the Creativity Raw Community Supported Kitchen, which I have created. So, I'm just going to real quickly go over what exactly a community supported kitchen is and how I'm going to execute the idea and this business model. And I want to start with really the name because there's been some confusion about what the name means, Creativity Raw. I know a lot of people have thought that maybe that means it's a raw food kitchen, and it is not a raw foods kitchen. While I do believe in the healing benefits of raw food diet, and I believe in eating primarily vegan, mostly vegan. I am not a vegan and I'm not a raw foods activist or a raw foods chef. And I just sort of want to be able to do what I want to do. The whole idea here is that we are a hub of awesome, a hub of creativity, a hub of expression, and I do not want restriction to be part of this, and I don't want this to be about having to adhere to some sort of special anything. This is just completely open to how I want to express myself creatively and about bringing people together and allowing them to feel comfortable in a space and community around food, where they can also feel like they can express themselves. So, that being said, the name Creativity Raw means, first and foremost, what I teach is creativity and creative expression. For many years, people wanted me to teach them how to cook, and I had so much resistance about teaching people how to cook. I do not use recipes, and from a very young age I just was able to cook because it's my creative expression. It comes out of me. It's a dance, it's a movement, it's a flow, it's a release. It is literally my creative expression in this world, but I do other things too. And so I had a really hard time for a long time battling with the idea, like, this is what I do and people want me to teach them and I just don't want to. I refuse to do it. So what it came down to is that one of my greatest asset is that I'm a highly creative person, and that's really what I want people to learn from me, and that's really what I want to help people do. I do want to help people, and that's my primary purpose. I want to help people, and I want to help people learn how to love their creative expression in whatever shape or form or medium that comes out in. So creative and raw. So raw, like I said, does not mean raw foods. Raw means completely unadulterated, completely unprocessed, completely unfiltered, from the soul, from the core of your being, as it is, as it wants to be shown and expressed in this world. And like I said before, this is really about creating a safe space where we come together in community and enjoy good food, support one another, support the local food movement and other artisans and other creative people and other crafters, and other people on a similar path, whether no matter what sort of diet or what sort of lifestyle or what your beliefs are and how you eat and how you shop and all of that, it just doesn't matter to me because we're all creative. And we all came here to honor and express ourselves in a way that is unique and wonderful and awesome. So, the creativity and the raw, that's the breakdown of that. Creativity Raw is the name of the community supported kitchen. And a community supported kitchen was a business model that was started in Berkeley, California by a woman named Jessica Prentice. She also coined the term locavore, and she is literally right in the smack dab center of all things awesomely local. That's where you have like Alice Waters and the Edible Schoolyard and all the things that I love. I'm a West Coast girl. I live on the East Coast. I lived on the West Coast for a long time, and I just love all things West Coast. I love Oregon and Washington and California, and I love the Southwest. So we always joke here at my house, like I have my finger on the pulse of what's going on over there. So this business model really is about community scale, sustainable and local food production, whereas we can sort of glean and harvest from all of our local sources, create food with, for, by, and in honor of one another, share it with each other in a place that is really built and birthed organically out of the natural state of people coming together around the food, around the harvest, around the nurturing and the cultivating that sacred space of like loving ourselves and wanting to eat and enjoy, and the comfort. And everybody loves food, and everybody loves to eat, and everybody loves the company and the conversation that happens around food. And there's many of these wellness centers out there where you can go and you can have a workshop, and you can have some energy healing, and you can take a seminar and this and that. And so what I do is just as powerful and just as healing and just as spiritual as a lot of those other wellness centers and a lot of those other modalities, but it's just about coming together and allowing people to see what kind of creativity flows out of them. And so I have some different ideas for we're going to have dinners on Saturdays. One dinner a month is going to be called Women's Tribal Table. Women's Tribal Table is going to be for women only, and we're going to have sort of like circle around the table. We'll have sharing, and we'll have maybe a topic, and we'll share a meal together that I will prepare. Another Saturday, I have decided to do storyteller, so I'll have a storyteller come in. And it can be any sort of lyrical artist. You can tell a story, you can read a poem, it can be a story about yourself, it can be, fiction, nonfiction, it doesn't matter. I just want someone to come in there and share their story. Again, people will buy tickets, and I will create a meal. The other 2 Saturdays being, if there's 4 in a month, we'll see. Like I said, this is really open. I'd like to see how it goes and see what takes. I'm going to be doing cooking classes for kids. I do not like to teach cooking classes to adults. If people want to come in and do an apprenticeship or do a kitchen intensive and work with me and help me and learn with me, I am totally down with that as an adult, but I just am not into teaching cooking classes to adults. On the other hand, I am super passionate about teaching to kids, and I don't teach usually using recipes. Again, it's about letting kids tap into their own creativity in the kitchen and seeing how that goes. The other thing is these takeout jams, and I keep using the word jam, like storyteller jams and takeout jams, and it's just a word that resonated with me and I started using, so I'm gonna go with it. But some of these takeout jams are going to be, kind of like the food trucks tweet where they're at, and then people get the down low and they show up, It's going to be similar to that. So if you sign up for the CSK, you will then get your email or your blast, or however I figure out how to get that out to you, as to what's going on Tuesday night, if I'm having what kind of takeout that is. And again, I haven't decided. A lot of it, most of it's going to be vegetable based, I'm sure. It's going to be local, it's going to be organic. But there probably will be tacos at some point, For those of you who know me, I'm completely addicted to everything macaroni and cheese. So, hey, there could be macaroni and cheese. There could be, when I get inspired to cook something, or when I get inspired to eat something, then it's balls to the wall from that point. Like, I will make it happen until my plan comes together. And that's where, having this be a creative project for me, where I can bring all of my creativity together and offer it to other people, while at the same time creating a safe, sacred place for people to feel comfortable unleashing and tapping into their raw source and center of creativity. That's the idea. So I just wanted to jump on and do a quick video because you know, writing is something, I'm more of a creative writer than I am writing about, you know, literal like feelings and ideas and stuff. I'm definitely more of a creative writer, so I didn't feel like writing all this down. I just figured I would do a quick video and you guys can listen, or you cannot and be confused and not know what it is. So I really hope that everybody signs up and that everyone is as excited as me, because this is a dream come true for me. So I'm going to post this video, and then below the video I'll put the link to the group. So if you, and for the website, so if you go in and if you click, if you go into my website, or if you go into, I think the group takes you to the website also, you need to put your information in, and then once I have you in the list, then all the information for the Saturdays and Tuesdays will go out to you. And then I'll have my cart and I'll have everything all set up, but all that's in the works right now. So again, thanks for listening, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and I will see you in the kitchen. Namaste.